Hey, my name is Jade Cook, and this is why, even months after the fact, I still can't wrap my brain around the fact as to why the Minnesota Vikings never seriously considered signing Case Keenum on to a long-term deal or franchise tagging him after the 2017-2018 season. Instead, they just let something go that they had that was really, really good, that was really, really close to being great. They just let him go off and get snatched up by the Denver Broncos only to be signed to a 2-year, $36 million contract. So clearly, John Elway and company saw something in Case Keenum that the Minnesota Vikings never cared to notice for whatever reason. I'm not sure if that was the fact that Case Keenum came on the squad in 2017 as the backup quarterback. But fast forward to one game into that season and quarterback Sam Bradford goes down, and who has to step up and be the starting quarterback but Case Keenum, and does the ultimate baller move by stepping up and helping lead the team to a 13-3 season to the NFC divisional playoff game, one game away from the Super Bowl. One. But oh no! He's not good enough for the Minnesota Vikings to keep around. He's not good enough at all. Not to mention the fact that Case Keenum played pretty well behind a pretty weak offensive line. He got along well with the entire team, not to mention Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs helped bring them to another level, vice versa. And, oh yeah, Case Keenum was one half of the Minneapolis Miracle. Only one of the greatest Minnesota sporting moments of all time. All time. But oh yeah, let's just let him go, only to be left at the end of the season quarterbackless. So what did the Minnesota Vikings have to do? They had to go on some grandiose adventure and look for a quarterback. So what do? What do they see shining off into the distance? They see former Washington's Redskins quarterback, Kirk Cousins. So what did they decide to do? They decide to sign him to a 3-year, $84 million contract because, they don't have to worry about signing on any other players at the end of the 2018-2019 season. Anthony Barr and Stephon Diggs. But yeah, Kirky boy, come on down. You look like a pretty good guy. You look like a pretty boy. Let's sign you up because, you're going to come on the Minnesota Vikings squad having maybe a slightly more accurate arm than Case Keenum. Slightly. Not to mention the fact that Kirk Cousins comes on the squad having never won a playoff game, having a 8-win, 21-loss record against teams that have 8 or more wins. Not to mention the fact that historically he hasn't really played that well in the red zone, and also historically doesn't really play that well under pressure. And unfortunately for the Minnesota Vikings, their offensive line is going to be even weaker at the start of the 2018 season. So yeah, Kirk Cousins, come on down. Let's sign you up. And the pressure's on. It's time to put up or shut up. But I know that Skull Nation is ready for Captain Kirk to beam them up. But you know what? If he doesn't, he already got paid. So you know what? If the Vikings ended up, falling for the shiny object, which I fear this might be the situation, all eyes are going to be on Rick Spielman and the Vikings organization. Because I have a feeling Mr. Kirk Cousins is going to end up being a mirage. I think the team got bamboozled. And the fact that they chose Kirk Cousins over Case Keenum, I don't like that.